everyone, this is Michelle Stinnett with Next Move Real Estate, and I'm coming to you today to do another market update, as promised. Excuse me. So I want to get started today talking about why I feel that it's the perfect time to list, it's the perfect time to buy. Now, I'm not just saying that as a realtor to try to get people to do that. I'm going to give you some facts, some data, some hard stuff that's going to back that up. So it's going to kind of shed some light on what's going on in our market right now and why people might not necessarily be feeling the way that they do and reasons why. It's okay. Let's just get over it. First off, let's look at the sky's falling mentality. Anytime we have a change, that necessarily comes with change is kind of anxious. What's happening? We need to have like a shutdown mentality. Did you know that in corporate, and I know a lot of people know this, in corporate, I've taken classes before on how to be a change agent and embrace change and how to be able to sell that change to others. I think naturally we just don't accept change well. We like the way that things are going. So we liked our 3.5% interest rates, and we like being able to get like super duper above market value prices for our houses. I mean, yeah, that was a great time. When things started changing, we started going, uh-oh, there's another crash. We're headed towards something bad. That is not necessarily the thing that's going to happen, okay? So yes, let's look at the facts. Interest rates did start creeping up end of 2018. They have since kind of went back to a normalization period. Let's just call it that, because I think these interest rates are going to keep inching up. They're kind of normalizing. The 3.5 was great, but that's not necessarily meaning good and wonderful things for the economy long term. So our interest rates now are going this way. Prices for houses are no longer soaring at the point that they were soaring. We're going to talk in detail about that, and it's really, really great news. It's not a bad news story as far as our appreciation versus depreciation happening. So I want to touch base on that as well. So a lot of things have happened, and we need to just kind of step back, look at it collectively, holistically, and say, okay, what is really happening to the market? There's a lot of stuff out there that the sky's falling. You know, you have the taglines. They want you to read the article. Read the article, please. You're going to find in the article, once you start getting in depth with the article, it's not necessarily the bad news that the little tagline said. People do that on social media. They do that in newspapers. They do that everywhere because that's how they get in an engagement. They get you in there. They reel you in. So I'm trying to reel you in with some good news, and I want the facts to be what you hear when you open these videos up and you watch them. So I'm going to be giving you information from the experts. And when I talk about experts, I'm talking about the industry experts. Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, CoreLogic. There are companies that spend hours and hours and hours every day analyzing the data, researching the data. There's tons of reports that come out annually that it's just stuff at our fingertips that we have if we want it. As a realtor, it's very, very important for me to have the information, to know what's going on, because I have best interest in mind. I want to build relationships, and I want to have lasting relationships. And if I were lead someone in the wrong direction, that would not necessarily be a good thing for me, the way I would feel personally, and for my business. So for me, it's about getting that information. I love numbers, I love statistics, and passing that along to you. Breaking it down as granular as we need to help you understand it so that you can make a very informed choice, the right choice for you, because a house is not a small investment. It's huge. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest investment that we will ever have. So let's think about that holistically again, and let's move forward when we're talking about our numbers. So I want to mention first off a great thing that's happened this week. Just this week, our interest rates have dipped lower than they have in the past 12 months. So there has been some change in our interest rates. We can say goodbye to the 3.5. That's not coming back. The people that got it is just, just be thankful. We miss opportunities sometimes. If we miss that opportunity, we have to come to the realization that we are in a normalized market. We're going to stay here where we're at. We're going to inch up. We're going to continue to inch up. We're not jumping 2 and 3%. It's projected that we're going to stay upwards around 5% or so by the end of the year. But did you just hear what I said about the interest rates? They fell. The lowest they've been in 12 months. That is a great thing. Okay? So keep that in mind, buyers. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, sellers, because you want to think strategically when you're listing your house. If interest rates are like super duper high, why are you waiting? If they're going to get higher, why are you waiting? Because people are going to be thinking about that. If I was going to be a home buyer right now, I would be trying to think about buying now, knowing that my interest rates are going to go up. It's just something to chew on. So let's look at things that have impacted the market other than our reactions. Because when things change, we react. The housing market did change throughout 2018. We had a great year. That's not saying that something bad has happened. That's how I feel. It's like I want to look behind me and think, what happened to have us react the way we did? Okay, inventory started going down. Seasonality has hit us, and for those of you that are not familiar with seasonality, what that means is, times of the year things kind of go up and down. Weather, holidays, depending on what industry you're in, you have different things that impact you. So seasonality impacts real estate just like it impacts, any other industry. This time of year is kind of the slow go. That's why I'm here, is because not only am I talking about that, yeah, this is normal, but it really needs to kind of change, because the things that are happening right now puts us in a better place to be able to be buying and be selling right now, and it be beneficial to you. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So in 2019 and 2020, so for this year and next year, projections from Freddie Mac indicate that home sales are going up. Okay? They're going to continue to go up for the next 2 years. That's great. We had an awesome time last year. We had a lot of sales, made a lot of people happy, on both sides of the buyers and the sellers. That's going to continue for the next 2 years, okay? Now, what that means, if you break it down, just to go a little bit more granular to let you know what the market is looking like right now, it's going to be more existing sales transactions. So it's going to be the homes that are already out there. It looks like, not that they're not going to be new homes built, but the new homes right now are looking like they're going to be more on a flat. So they're not ramping up as much as, just going to continue to be our existing home sales. So that's what we're looking at right now. Home prices beginning to moderate. What does that mean? Okay, so let's look at appreciation and depreciation. We're looking at opposite sides. This is depreciation. Let's not even talk about that. That means bad. That means going down. That's not going to happen. Houses are going to continue to appreciate. Historically, your annual appreciation, just so that you know, is 3.6%. Okay, so that's 3.6%. What does that mean? Well, if you had a house, you purchased a house for $250,000, in 5 years, you would have $39,520. Yes, I memorized that number. In your appreciation, your home is more valuable just by appreciating, okay? Not only you're counting the equity you have in it for every payment that you make, you're building equity in your home. So your house is going up in value. It's a win-win situation. Okay, so that's been historically. I got some good news. In 2018, it was 5.1%. Okay, wow. So you're not going to be able to put money in a savings account and get a 3.6, much less a 5.1 return on your money. We all know that. We're not going to be able to get a CD and get that type of return on our money. Home ownership is an investment, It makes us feel warm and fuzzy. It makes us a part of the community. There's tons of financial and non-financial, but overall, you're looking at just the basics of appreciation, appreciating a home. You're building net worth. It is crazy, crazy good. So 2019 is still anticipated to be higher than the norm of 3.6%. It's not going to be the 5.1, it's 4.9. Okay, I'll take it. Give it to me. Give it to me now. 4.9%. And that is 33% more for you guys that likes like really detailed statistics. And I love spitting them out because I sound so smart. But 33% higher than the norm of 3.6. So, what does that mean? Houses are still going up, guys. You're investing when you buy into something that you're going to have. It's going to be it's going to be worth a lot more money in a very short period of time. So chew on that for a little bit as we look at interest rates. So we talked about the interest rates. They are going to continue to kind of, go up, and we've talked about that. Big picture. If I am a seller, I'm not going to be able to continue to get above market value, okay? We really need to come to that realization. That does not mean that you can still not get a solid market value price for your house. All things considered, when you look at how you've taken care of your house, economic conditions, all of these taken into consideration, your house, you should be able to get a good price for your house, okay? Why would you not sell now? Let's beat the crowds. Why? April, May, and June are the hot months. That's when everything starts happening. People wake up from their hibernation. The sun gets a little bit warmer. We wake up and we're like, oh, I think I'll put my house on the market today. Let's not wait. Interest rates are lower than they're going to be for a very, very long time, right? Okay, so we're just looking this year. Let's just look this year. They're going to continue to inch up. So if I was a buyer, number one, I would be like, okay, I need to go ahead and pull the plug. I need to find my house now before the interest rate goes up, okay? As a seller, I would be like, I need to go ahead and put my house on the market now so that these buyers that are going to be looking now to get that good interest rate, my house is going to be available. Number two, seller, the reason why you should not wait, not everybody's going to listen to me, okay? I'm not, unfortunately, the know-all, end-all, and this video is not going to be seen that many times that everybody's going to listen to my information that I have and react on it. But you that have listened to it, if you are a seller, think about beating the crowd. Don't wait till you have thousands of houses coming on the market and then you're one of the others. And then you have buyers that, they just have tons and tons and tons of things to choose from. Go ahead and get your house out there. Let's get your house on the market. Let's get your house sold quicker, potentially quicker. Price it right. Let's look at the market value. That's what we're here for. That's our expertise. We're here to give you information. We're here to know what the market's doing. We're here to know what the values are in the neighborhoods. We're here to talk to you about all that and give you all of that so that you can make educated decisions. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm trying to do now. And that's why you're listening to me, hopefully, because you're interested to know what's going on as well. That, and maybe you find me a little bit quirky. Faster sale, okay? Maybe because you're beating the crowd. Faster sale, maybe because the sellers are coming in wanting to get in when the interest rates are good. So that's good. Less competition, that's good because you're not one of the 75,000 because they are going to start ramping up and you're going to have more competition. Your house is going to sit on the market longer. Make those choices. Make those decisions to go ahead and do it now. Be proactive so that you can get a good deal, what you're looking at, so that you can beat those interest rates going up and you can make your next move. You can get the house of your dreams or downsize, upsize, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Buyers, come on, guys. It's a great time to look. I know personally I have some buyers that I am looking for right now. I'm trying to find you the perfect home, and I will continue to try to do that. Hopefully, some people are listening to me. If your house is out there, you know, this is hard news, hard knocks. And there's a couple of reasons why maybe your house is not sold if it's still out there and it's been on the market a long time. Sometimes it's not necessarily you have a unique house or you have something that makes your house very different and you're looking for that special someone, but not everybody falls into that category. Some of you do, and you know, I personally deal with that on a daily basis. It's harder to find a buyer like that. But in some cases, if your house has been on the market for a long period of time, you need to look at how it's being marketed. You know, is it out there? There's different ways to market it. If you maybe don't have it priced right, when you had the conversation with your realtor in the beginning, did you have the documentation you needed? Did you look at it? This is a hard conversation to have when I'm having a listing conversation in the house. The expectation of the house being listed is higher than what it really needs to be. Look back, and did your realtor try to tell you to list your house a little bit lower, that it might not go? Is that the reason why it's sitting on the market? I'm not going to score a lot of great brownie points for saying that, because it's an emotional decision and everybody really, really wants top dollar for your house. Who wouldn't? That's natural. It's okay. But realistically, you have to look at the whole picture and what someone is willing to pay. I'm not going to have a whole nother spiel of that. I'm going over my time now. But I just want everybody to realize that things happen for a reason. This is a great time to buy. It's a great time to sell. We need to hurry up and do it. Call me if you have any questions, if you need any more data. If you are on the fence about buying or selling right now, I would love to talk to you. As a realtor, it's just, like I said, it's the relationship. It's giving you the information that you need, that you want to be able to make that good decision. And you make that decision. I don't make it for you. I want you to be just as comfortable as you can pulling that trigger and making that call. And that's what I'm here to do. That makes me happy, and ultimately it makes my customer happy. So call me if you're a buyer. Call me if you're a seller. Let me talk about your property. Let's get, you know, down and dirty and raw and look at the data and see what's happening. You may be surprised. It's not a sky is falling mentality. We need to get out of that. So my name is Michelle Stinnett. I have enjoyed so much being with you guys this afternoon. I hope you've pulled a little bit about the market out and what's happening. Please leave me a comment. Hopefully they won't be all too bad, but I'm open for corrective criticism just like everybody else. But thank you so much for the opportunity to come to you today and give you a little bit more. More's to come. Stay tuned. Bye.